I just received the largest dividend payouts in the month of July ever. Yes, after consistently investing almost every single dollar that I've been making over the last 6 or 7 years. I recently, just last month, had the biggest month in dividend payouts of all time. Now in this video, we are going to dig deep into one of my largest real dividend growth portfolios and go over every single dividend that I was paid in the month of July 2023. Now stay tuned because the list is long and I'm super excited to share it with all you guys. But before we get into the list, please drop a quick like on this video and subscribe for more future content like this. So this right here is one of my dividend stock portfolios. It's currently valued at around $500,000 or $550,000. I do have other portfolios on other brokerages as well, altogether making up over 7 figures invested in dividend stocks or ETFs. But because this is the biggest portfolio I have, this is the portfolio we'll be going through in this video. A quick backstory on this portfolio. This portfolio was started around 6 or 7 years ago, and I was able to start with a decent amount of money because of a business liquidity event that happened when I was around 25 or 26. Now, because I was able to sell this business and start a dividend stock and ETF portfolio with a lot more money than maybe the average 25 or 30-year-old, it's allowed me to build up to quite some substantial positions throughout the portfolio, which I'm definitely very thankful for. Now again, stay tuned until the end of the video because we are going to be going through every single dividend that I was paid from all the stocks and all the ETFs that I hold in this portfolio in the month of July. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you every single position that I currently hold in this long-term portfolio. So starting all the way back July 3rd, we are paid a dividend from QQQX, a relatively smaller position in my overall portfolio, $17.64. Next, we are paid $20.41 from the quarterly payer, VNQ, which is a Vanguard real estate ETF. Then on July 6th, we are paid from Vici, $30.03. Vici is one of my favorite REIT holdings. I don't have the largest position of Vici, and even though my position in this portfolio of Vici isn't the largest, throughout all my portfolios, I definitely have maybe 300 or 400 shares. Next, on the 7th, we were paid from JEPI, the JP Morgan Income ETF. We were paid $241.09. Now, JEPI is a position that I own a lot of shares of, and JEPI has been great overall besides the fact that the dividend just keeps getting lower and lower over the last few months. But as more volatility enters the market as of recently, hopefully JEPI's future payouts go up. Next, we have a payout from JEPQ, JEPI's brother or sister, $108.21. So on a monthly basis, just between JEPI and JEPQ alone, I normally get between around $300 or $500, which I of course reinvest into more shares of more dividend paying stocks to really get the snowball action going. Next, on the 10th, we are paid by Altria. Again, a relatively smaller position in my portfolio, although I have actually been adding some more Altria as of recently, $73.32 from ticker symbol MO. Next, on the 13th, we are paid $128.18 from ticker symbol MPW. So medical properties is a more risky REIT, but definitely look into it. I think I've made a video on it in the past. It's definitely one worth looking into. Next, on the 14th, I was paid for my favorite monthly payer, Realty Income. In this portfolio alone, I have hundreds of shares, but throughout all my portfolios combined, I think I might be closing in on like 2,000 or 2,500 shares of Realty Income. And my goal by 2025 is to have over 5,000 shares of Realty Income that all pay me dividends every single month. But Realty Income last month in July paid me $194.44 in just this one portfolio. Next, HRZN paid me $110. We have Main Street Capital, monthly payer, paid me $11.04. Then we have some more REITs, WPC, WP Carry, another position that I've been really growing over the last few months, since it has been beat up in price quite a bit. WP Carry paid me $21.38. Next, Stake Industrial, a position that I'm honestly even considering selling possibly. Stake Industrial's share price is currently pretty much right where I bought it at, even a few years ago, and because Stake Industrial doesn't really raise their dividend, I think I might be able to repurpose the cash that I have invested into Stake Industrial right now and repurpose it somewhere else. But Stake did pay us $25.48 in the month of July. Then on the 19th, we got paid from EXR. This is Extra Space Storage, another REIT storage facility that is on sale right now if you ask me. Definitely look into it. It could be a buying opportunity. I got $16.16 from EXR. Then from CEFD, we got $1. From SPHD, we got 16 cents. New C, we got 30.31. UTG, we got 2.66. AWP, we got 40 cents. Then we had some BlackRock funds. We got BUI, the utility BlackRock fund, $9.44. Then we have BDJ, $93.35 from BDJ. BST, $125.75. RQI, 80 cents. ETJ 2426. Then we got our $100 payout from JP Morgan. I do own 100 shares of JP Morgan in this portfolio. Another stock that I'm considering selling for something else, but for now we're holding it. And just a few more. We got paid $161.75 from Devo. We got $53.13 from XYLD, $147.35 from QYLD. And Verizon paid us $650.50. So what's crazy is that this dividend portfolio just on the 1st of August, technically I guess it's not in July, but they're pending on the last day of July. Just in that one day in this portfolio, I almost earned $1,000 in dividends. And what's even crazier than that is across all my portfolios on the 1st of August, I was paid just under $2,000 in dividends in a single day, which is by far the largest amount that I've been paid from dividends since I started this investing journey. Now, in case anyone's curious, these are all the positions in this portfolio as of now, as far as the most expensive value of a position to the least expensive. So Apple is my largest position at $192,000 worth of value, 1,000 shares of Apple. But I definitely want to come on here and make a video and show all the dividends that I was paid in July. And of course, give you a quick snapshot of all my holdings in this portfolio, because it's pretty crazy that this portfolio has grown and come such a long way in just the past few years. Now, of course, I'm just an everyday investor like anyone else, and I do make mistakes. I have positions that are deeply in the red, like this Verizon position that I'm currently down over $21,000 on. And I also have positions like Apple, where I'm up $74,000 and everything else in between. But that being said, over the past years, I have stuck to a strategy of buying into stocks that have the potential for capital appreciation and, of course, have a long track record of paying and raising dividends, hopefully, long-term into the future. And by doing so in real time, I'm building a long-term, hopefully bulletproof portfolio that's going to continue to pay me income onwards long into the future. If I was to give one piece of advice to a dividend investor of any size, it would be the same piece of advice that I learned years and years ago, and that's always stuck with me throughout the years. The piece of advice is simple. When you start investing, you need to come up with some sort of strategy. And through the ups, through the downs, whether the market's red, green, whether there's crashes, or whether we're in a bull market, you need to stick to your strategy. And this, of course, doesn't mean that strategies can't and won't change over time. But like I said earlier, since I started investing, I started with a strategy and have been going off it ever since. And by doing so has really helped me not make emotional decisions during times of craziness. Now, the last thing is I want to ask everyone down below, which stock in my overall portfolio that you see here on the screen is your favorite position if you could only hold on to one single position for the rest of your life? It could be either a stock or an ETF. Comment that name down below and let us know why. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like on the video and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thanks as always for stopping by, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.